two armed marked police behind the X5, black X5. Well, they get back. 3 shots let off.
Did you see what they were
Three shots. No, but there's a crushed van outside Brindisa. Yeah, like, so it looks like that's obviously where vans hit or something.
So that's on Borough Market? Yeah?
No, on Southwark Street, so on the corner, but look.
We return now to the breaking news we are following right now out of London. These are live images right now coming into our newsroom. London police say they are dealing with an incident on London Bridge. A witness tells the BBC that a white van veered off the pavement on the bridge and struck as many as 6 people. Now, we're also hearing that London Bridge is closed in both directions due to the police activity out there. We will continue to follow this for you here on air and online, WNCN.com.
We're following some breaking news out of London. British police are responding to an incident at London Bridge. We don't know much yet, but witnesses say that a van veered off the road and apparently hit several people. It's not clear yet if this is an accident or if it's an attack. For more, we're going to throw to our partners in the United Kingdom at Sky News.
It is a serious incident that is unfolding on London Bridge, Neil. Scotland Yard currently responding with armed police. All emergency service personnel are at the scene. We have reports of a number of injured at this stage. Now, initial reports are fairly sketchy, but say that there was a vehicle involved that appears to have run people down. There is also reports coming through of a potential for a knife attack as well. But at this stage, clearly, with an unfolding incident, the information that comes through can be a little confused and contradictory at times.
Yes, also you mentioned that it is possible that there could be more than one person who's wielding a knife. I guess when you look, if those reports, and that's a big caveat here, a lot of this information is very unconfirmed, unverified. But if there were, in fact, up to 15 or 20 victims, numerous people stabbed, it would make sense that potentially more than one attacker, because you would have to imagine that given how busy it was out on that road, in order to actually stab 15 people, a dozen people, then maybe there needed to be more than one attacker involved, given that people would have stepped in to try and stop.
At the net bank behind me.
Have we got you there, Ben?
Sorry, guys. No, I was just getting some new information coming through scene. We've seen more reports suggesting that 3 men carrying knives did jump out and started attacking people. Given the armed police presence in that area, you would imagine they were relatively quickly onto the scene. The number of people we've seen saying they've seen casualties, and quite high numbers of casualties, would certainly not rule out there being multiple people involved in this attack. But again, we have to stress this has not yet been confirmed by police, so we're still just calling it a major incident. We're told that one of the train stations, Bank Station, which is a fair bit further away from London Bridge than London Bridge Station itself, has reopened. London Bridge still closed, people being told to stay out of the area.
Fred Plakin, stay with me. We are just getting confirmed now that there has been a stabbing at a restaurant near London Bridge. 2 men entered a restaurant, this is in the Borough Market close to London Bridge, and stabbed 2 people inside, according to an eyewitness. Now, the customers inside sheltered in the basement, and police have arrived at the scene. How close do you know is the Borough Market from London Bridge?
Yeah, it's really very, very close. I would say it's, maybe 70 to 80 yards away there from London Bridge. So this is something that seems to have taken place almost exactly where that first incident took place. So, I mean, at this point in time, we don't know whether or not this stabbing is related to the incident with the van, but it certainly seems highly unlikely that something like that, an incident like that, would take place so close to where a van had just rammed into a lot of people without those 2 events being related. So it is very, certainly a possibility. And you know, as we recall, the eyewitness that we had on before was also saying that he heard something going on that he believed may have been something like gunshots coming from the Borough Market. Again, we don't know whether or not that is related. However, now that we have confirmed that there was another incident, we got another ambulance coming by here, that there was also an incident in the Borough Market, it certainly seems likely that that possibly might be related.
Now, yes, and right now I'm actually seeing a group of police officers running towards an ambulance, and obviously that's causing a lot of the crowd to perk up and pay attention. There are quite a number of police officers. There's dozens of police officers, medical personnel, and I think they're probably concentrated because I think my colleague Mo Abbas is on the southern side of the bridge. I think they're concentrated on the northern side where I am, and that's where you can really clearly see the amount of police attention that this has gotten. I cannot see any bodies or any casualties or anything like that. And I really can't even see the white van in question because it's just surrounded by other emergency vehicles that have flooded this scene in the last half hour. So I have a very clear view of an incident that looks like a very obviously a very escalated, very dangerous incident, but I can't see any of the parts of it that were actually involved in the original incident. And I spoke with some people here again. And they said that they were walking around just on a normal Saturday night, summer Saturday night here in London, and they were told by the police to run as fast as they could away from the incident. And that just shows how high stress this city is when it comes to suspected incidents of terror.
Matt.
From the Territorial Support Group. These are public order trained officers. They're kitting up in their ballistic shields, putting their protective helmets, their shields on there as well. So it would certainly suggest that they perceive that there is a threat out there, that there may still be a suspect or suspects who haven't been accounted for at this time. But they're kitting up, they're going and pushing forward as they will to the areas where these incidents happen. If there are suspects at large, clearly that complicates the situation much more. It means that one or more people are out there with the potential to continue doing harm, and they've got to be found. And that's why you're probably seeing police pushing forward. They may have a location that someone has been spotted at, or they may just be doing a systematic search of nearby streets, fully kitted up and taking all the precautions, because as we know, or is being reported at least, a number of people have been injured, and some of those, we believe, were injured as a result of a knife attack.
London Bridge.